Hey, what is up, fellow Raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and in today's Raid Shadow Legends video, we are going to talk about this special dragon tournament that we have starting in a few hours. It is a Dark Elf only dragon tournament, and also we will have Super Raid active during this time. Now, we had Super Raid a few weeks back. It's basically using one run but double the resources, which means double the energy, and then you get double the rewards as well. So it's basically a time saver, and if you've been playing Raid for a few weeks or a few months now, you know that this game takes a long time to complete just those daily things that you do every single day. So yeah, so Super Raids, I hope they make this a permanent feature of the game moving forward. But yeah, just a reminder, we do have that Sigma the High Shield Fusion event coming in a few days. So I would still advise you to do this Dragon tournament because usually not a lot of players go for these events. So you might be able to bag a few extra rewards like free energy, books, shards, depending on how your group is. So yeah, do participate in this dragon tournament, but do not go crazy. Do not spend a lot of gems refilling your energy because I want you to save those gems for the Sigma the High Shield Fusion event in a few days. All right, so let's take a look at the free-to-play friendly champions in the Dark Elves that can help you beat this dragon. So yeah, so of course, to begin with, if you have any legendary champion, yeah, most of these are very useful for the dragon. And among the 4 dungeon bosses, which are the Ice Golem, Spider, Fire Knight, and Dragon, Dragon is usually the most forgiving one in terms of champion selection, because unlike the Fire Knight, wherein you need multi-hit A1s, or in the Spider, wherein you need AoE HP burn in the later stages, in the dragon, just make sure you stay alive and you beat down the dragon as fast as you can. All right, so of course, if you have any of these legendaries, these are all helpful, especially Zavia, Ray, of course. If you're Lydia, then you're probably not a beginner player, so this video might not be that useful for you. If you have Visix as a free login reward, of course, very helpful as well. Ruel, we had that as a fusion event. So most of these legendaries would work well, but what if you don't? What if you're just beginning, you're just a few months or a few weeks into the game? You can still beat the dragon with a lot of these champions. And of course, we will start with Kale, which might be your starter champion because of course he brings a lot of poisons, and poison is one of those debuffs that is very useful for the main dragon boss himself. Right, so if you have Kale, you're probably going to use him in your dragon team. Another one that is not often used in the dragon is Cold Heart, but she can also be very useful in the dragon because she does bring this poison on her A2, but it's really all about her Heartseeker A3 ability. You don't really get the turn meter reduction because you cannot reduce the turn meter or decrease the speed of the dragon, but of course it's still a big hit. So especially if you couple that with a decreased defense, a weaken, this will hit very hard. So Cold Heart, not the best or the most ideal champion, but still very useful for the dragon. If you have Painkeeper, all right, so Painkeeper of course has this AoE heal, which is useful to keep yourself alive in those waves and the main dragon, and of course will help you decrease the cooldown of your champion skill. So Painkeeper still a useful rare for this one. And of course, you probably have Spirit Host. Spirit Host is not the most useful champion here, but maybe you're just a few weeks in or maybe a month in, so you don't have that many Dark Elves to play around with. Spirit Host can be useful. She has this all battle speed aura by 10%, and she also heals herself. She has this increased attack, which is useful for the waves and the dragon, and of course, she can remove debuffs as well. So yes, if you have other choices, do not use her. But if you're missing a few pieces, then Spirit Host can plug that in for you. So those are for the rares. For the epics, you would want to bring a reviver. You have to make sure that your team is all there for the main dragon, because if not, you will most likely wipe. So Caden, of course, is the best reviver in the Dark Elves. because he can revive 2 random allies with 1 skill. He also brings this decreased attack, which is very helpful for the main dragon boss. But if you do not have a Kaden, you can also bring a Fang Cleric. He does have a revive, but it's a single ally revive, so not as good as Kaden. But before Kaden was introduced in the game, Fang Cleric was really the only option as a reviver. So if you don't have Kaden, Fang Cleric will do a decent job. Captain Tamila is also a very good defensive champion, brings this increased defense with a heal and ally protection. So yeah, Captain Tamila also a very good champion for the dragon, but it'll be more of a longer fight. But as long as you get the victory, and we do have the super raid, so we do have some time saved up there. Of course, some of the newer champions, like for the Doom Tower secret rooms, Dark Kale, but of course we don't have him yet, or at least I don't have him yet. I don't know if some players have already unlocked him, but we should be able to unlock him by doing Doom Tower normal secret rooms. So probably have him in a few more weeks. But yeah, he will be very useful for this one. Unfortunately, don't have him yet. Spider, also a very good champion for this one because of this decreased attack A2, decreased defense, and the weak version of weaken on his A3. Also, don't forget he has a good dungeon speed aura, 25%. So Spider, also an underrated champion for the dragon. All right, so the other champions, the other epics that we have here, they're not useless against the dragon. So it will really depend on who you have in your account. So perhaps you have a Warden, a Delver, a Crimson Helm, maybe a Luria. They're not the best epics, but it's better than nothing, of course. So if you have those, just plug those in your team and hope for the best. Basically, whoever your Dark Elf Faction War team is, that will most likely be your Dark Elf Faction War team, your Dark Elf Dragon team for this special dragon tournament. Alright, I hope you found this useful, and I hope you do well in this dragon tournament. Hope you get maybe a few shards, maybe a few epic books, or at least gems and energy by participating in this dragon tournament. And again, like looking at this Ice Golem tournament that we have live right now, actually only 14 out of 100 people in this group are participating, and that includes myself. So maybe people are saving up, saving their gems, their resources for the upcoming Sigmund the High Shield event. So I assume that this will also be the case for this dragon tournament. So this may be a good chance for you to snag some of those higher tier rewards here, as you can see. So yeah, but I do not suggest that you go hard on the gems. Save your gems for those for the Sigmund the High Shield fusion event, but you should be able to get some rewards, some freebies from this dragon tournament by just using your free daily energy. All right, so hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.